morning, everybody. Welcome to the Angeles Forest. Beautiful day for a drive today, and here's one I haven't done before, and excited to have a go in it. This is Colin, and thank you for joining me, sir. Quick on the handshake. Yes, you were ready.
Yes, I'm
in
ready.
your head that whole time you're just going handshake, handshake, handshake.
I was waiting for
Don't be the guy that forgets the handshake.
I know, right?
God, they'll never let you forget it.
I know.
Tell me about your very clean G35. It's a nice looking car.
I bought it from a Budweiser model in San Diego.
Nice.
And she offered to buy me a pack of beer when I bought the car, but I was 19 at the time. And my dad said no because he was with me. So I bought it completely stock. I put wider wheels on it. I have a catback exhaust, and it's on adjustable coilovers.
Who makes the coilovers?
It's a brand called True Heart Racing.
Okay, cool. We did the super crazy G35 race car, but we haven't done one with the consumer grade bolt-ons, and so this should be good. Let's see what the deal is. All right, so Colin, how long ago did you get this thing?
February 2015. So I've had it for like almost 2 years.
83,000 miles.
Yep.
Clean on the outside. Is that original paint? Repainted?
No, so it used to be black, and the previous owner, the car's from Texas. I'm pretty sure it sat outside a lot, and the paint was probably messed up.
I was toasted from Texas.
The previous owner painted it Lexus white, or Lexus IS 350 white. That's what you told me.
It's got a little pearl in it.
Yeah, so
it's a nice color.
yeah, I like it. It's kind of sparkly, shiny.
Do they do it like properly? Is it engine bay black still?
No, the engine bay is white. So
oh wow,
I don't know how
really
much you paid for it, but
maybe it must have been a lot.
I was trying to find a white one. It took me forever to find one that was white and manual but it took me forever, and I finally found it. So
well, these cars were such a good value second hand that there's like none of them left. A lot of them are ratted out or stanced out, salvaged, and you don't see a lot of like really just nice clean ones.
Yeah, she was trading it into the dealer, and the dealer already had the title.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to keep it, and they was like, no, like we already like signed the paperwork, but she had to go back. We had to drive her all the way back to the dealer in like Cyprus somewhere.
Well, that's where the case of beer came from, I guess.
Yeah, so she was kind of felt bad. So, but I ended up getting it for a good deal, so I was happy.
That's nice. 300 horsepower, a 3.5 liter V6, or is it
3.5. It's
3.5.
Yeah.
6. Sorry, my bad. But man, they really pitched this as the 3 Series fighter when it came out. And what are we, 10 years later now? Is it 06?
It's 06.
Yeah, it's held up nicely.
Thank you.
The interior looks good. There's not a lot of visible wear on stuff. The seat bolstering is still good. And it drives nice too.
Yeah, just a few paint chips is all.
It actually feels, pretty light on its feet. Likes to go back and forth, likes corners. The engine's not quite as slick as the E46 engine.
No.
That's still kind of the gold standard of 6-cylinder engines. But
I love the tone of the exhaust these cars make. They have like a unique kind of tone.
Oh, you can hear these things from blocks away.
Yeah.
That's a VQ motor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons I bought it, is for that exhaust tone.
What kind of exhaust did you put on it?
It's a CX Racing exhaust. It's a little bit like deeper and throatier than I wanted, but yeah, it's a true dual, I think, so it's pretty nice.
It does hang revs a little bit when you go to shift. It takes a second for the revs to come down, and so my solution for that is actually shifting a little slower than I otherwise might. How you feel on the passenger seat?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty weird, right?
Yeah, it's so
really
awkward
weird
over
in your
here.
own car. But it rides well, not too harsh.
Yeah, there are some entry-level coilovers, so I'm surprised that they're doing okay.
I like it. It's comfortable and it's good. This I assume is your daily driver.
Yeah.
I can see the appeal for sure. Has it been reliable for you? Have you had to mess with it much?
No, just oil changes, and that's pretty much it.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. These cars, man, when they were new, I remember driving one back when I owned the car wash. Like back in the day, I drove one of these in 06 or 05, I guess. And like the look of it, those forged wheels you could get, those were a big deal.
Yeah, I had those on here.
It was just a really, good-looking kind of classic-shaped car, and they really did give the 3 Series a run, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did. I like the smoothness of this car, because the body panels are really smooth.
Oh, the clean,
like
clean exterior,
yeah. Clean.
Kind of slab-sided, if you will.
Yeah.
They take really well right wheels on one of these, then it makes a big difference. I mean, even those forged wheels versus the base ones was a huge difference.
Yes.
One of my best friends back in New York had one of these and treated it like garbage.
Really? Oh, I thought I treated it really good.
No, he treated it like garbage, but it held up. It wasn't pretty by the time he was done with it, but he put like 160,000 miles on it and it held up. It's good. It's got pretty good torque. Reasonably happy to rev. I like my favorite thing about it so far is the ride. It rides really, really good.
I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, no, it rides nice. Why were you worried it was going to?
No, I don't know. It's just like I haven't really driven other cars with like similar coilovers like this, like the entry level kind of cheaper ones. So I was really kind of see what your opinion was on that.
Well, I mean, for an entry level coilover, certainly I'd say it takes these bumps as well, and then it handles well through corners. Have you had them like fine tuned? Have you done like a corner balance or anything like that?
No.
I would see, because half of it is the hardware and the other half is the fine tuning. And so I would go to a place, and I'm sure there's various ones out there that specialize in corner balancing and really optimize what you've got. It's usually money well spent. Wow, you get it.
Yeah.
But it likes to dance. It's happy to dance. The rev hang is a little weird because it happens in gear too. Like if I accelerate here and then lift, and now it starts engine braking.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
There's a bit of a delay there. I wonder have you done an ECU tune on this?
No.
I wonder, you probably won't get much power out of an ECU tune, but someone in the comments I'm sure can bring it up.
Yeah, I've seen a few people that have done it. They get a few horsepower out of it.
Do they? Yeah.
Torque. But usually it's a few $100 and then you only get a couple horsepower, like maybe 10, 15,
Well,
20.
but what you probably do get is better throttle response and less rev hang.
Probably.
That's, the ECU tune on NA cars, it doesn't give you much power, but it can really change how that power is delivered. Like in my Fox body, which is an old school engine, that's not that great by anyone's standards, but a dyno tune, like a pro tune on that, completely changed how the fuel got shot into the motor, and you got more of it right away, and it made a big difference. But you may want to look into it because it may not give you more power, but it might change the characteristic of the engine in a very positive way. But this is pretty good. The gear shifter's nice and tight. These always had really good shifters, direct.
I've never driven a 350Z, so I kind of want to compare it to
the shifter's
Z, but
basically the same, I think. Yeah, I think it's the same. Close enough that I don't think I can tell the difference. And it's got enough power where you can get going, but not so much where you're going to get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it has a nice power ratio. It's pretty nice.
Well, it's got a wide power band.
Like not too much, not too little.
Right.
Good for daily driving.
Yeah. It's got enough torque where you can short shift it in traffic, and it's good.
I sit in a lot of traffic. I used to drive on the 55 freeway.
Oh yeah.
And I live in York Belinda. I go down to OCC. It's like a 20-mile stretch of traffic every morning.
Brutal. It is brutal. This is a good little car though. It's I'm impressed at how well it's held up. It's not like it's got a zillion miles on it. It's reasonably low miles for its age, but it's the leather isn't really worn, and the is this real aluminum?
I
don't know.
So this isn't that part's aftermarket.
That's the surround for your radio, right?
Yeah.
That's a good clean install. That's one of the better aftermarket radio housings I've seen.
Yeah,
Some of them look janky as fuck. That one looks alright.
Yeah, there's a cheap one, there's an expensive one. This is like, I think I paid only like $200 for this one because you have to buy all the buttons and everything for it.
Oh, you had to buy these buttons?
Yeah,
you couldn't reuse them? Oh,
no, because
annoying.
all the air conditioning controls, everything's right here, so you have to buy it with all the buttons with it.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, dude, this is, can you fit people in your back seat?
I fit 3 people back there at one time. That's not very comfortable. I don't fit.
This is a good car. The problem, again, is that they're very hard to find. How long did it take you to find this one?
I was looking for maybe 2-3 months, and I just came across it one day, and she responded to my email.
Because it's hard to find a manual that hasn't been
I
dragged
found
out.
a ton of automatics.
Yeah.
And when I found this one, I was like, it was like more than I really wanted to pay for it, but I was not happy with my other car, so I'm just gonna buy it now, get it over with, spend the extra money.
Yeah, and are you in hindsight? Are you happy you did? Do you miss the money?
Definitely,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even. Not
yeah.
even.
I feel you on that. But I mean, overall, you got a good balance. You got usable power, wide power band, pretty good inputs, good steering, good ride quality. I think you're right about there.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Colin.
Thank
This
you.
is great. And you know, these cars, we conclude this with, these cars are good values on the
They
used
really
market. The hard part is just finding one.
Yeah.
So check out Colin's Wheelwell, see what his modifications are, and poke around on Wheelwell to see how other people have modified theirs. You can of course scope out what's going on with my cars in my Wheelwell garage. Have a look over there, and submit your cars to me by sending me your Wheelwell link if you haven't seen it on the show before. New cars, different cars. That's how we're gonna do it. Thank you, Colin. I appreciate it, and thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.